Hello, this video is dedicated to my opponent who just complimented me after winning a 15 minutes game against me and then said he was enjoying watching my videos, so let's play a 45 minutes game and comment it on you all, I guess. That's a great starting hand actually. I don't know who he is, but he certainly knew who I was. So I have defectors, so I control it all. I think Red Scar Perch is a great headline though. And defector's a good hold card. No Marshall Plan, I guess. Yeah, Middle East scoring couldn't really be helped. 33% of taking Italy, but I don't want to give the China card to increase it to 50%. Oh, 33% is good enough, I guess. I don't really have good cards to fight for Europe. Maybe the China card is worth it now. I didn't want to give it earlier when it was speculative, but now that it's certain, I mean, placing influence is something you can calculate without luck factor. Now I might. I need 3 ops to dominate Europe. Actually, 2 is enough, provided he doesn't go into France. Because even with a 1, he may now take Italy. He made a good move, taking into account that he's perched, so let's make it this way. He now needs a 4 to stop my domination. He needs a 2, breaking Spain-Portugal technically. But this is a 3 and I can repair it with special relationship. Just... yeah, he stopped it. And it's probably a good call. Now for the next moves, I think I wanted to be the first here, and I think it's time. I'm gonna trigger special relationship, give it to him, and in my last action round this call. Now that he had played it, I think containment, degrading Defcon, and then decall is a good call. And I think I can as well coup Panama, because Middle East has been scored and CIA is no longer of a concern because I have to decall into Africa anyway to avoid wasting it. Algeria is quite pointless because this is usually an access to France. So the problem is that there are 5 good targets and only 4 points of deco. Thailand, Indonesia, Burma, Nigeria and Angola. So Angola, Nigeria, Indonesia and Thailand, I guess. Indonesia is important because otherwise he could just break North Korea, leaving Asia completely empty. Presences were 3. Now I'm dominating Asia actually, but this won't last long, of course. He has the China card and he has multiple countries just to be taken by one of influence each, and needs only one of them to stop my domination. Excuse me. But at least I have Central America. Excuse me. I didn't get Vietnam revolts, which I hoped. I got 5-year plan, so I'll have to get rid of defectors, so maybe I'm just headlining defectors. Because what else? I could headline Indo-Pakistani war. Will I be willing to trigger it? I might. So let's play it now. Yep, CIA. The war was successful. I guess it's goodbye to Angola on the other hand. And Zaire, by the way. In return, I take Lebanon, a non-battleground battleground, and secure myself in India, cutting his access off to Burma, not for long of course, and temporarily dominating Asia. Not really sure about playing my hands. Olympic Games next, of course, because I'd like to. So I thought I could go to Korea, South Korea. He prevented it, so he may have Asia scoring, and maybe he controls the Korean War. Okay, whatever it is, I can't really help him scoring Asian domination. So let's just accept it and focus on other regions. Truman is discarded so far, so let's attempt to go to France. What? Yugoslavia? Yugoslavia was certainly not a good choice. Romania was better, maybe. Finland, oh, okay, maybe not as bad. I could take France immediately with US-Japan mutual defense, but I'd like to hold it a little longer. Just to maybe increase chances of successful Korean War. Another option is to give up Asia completely. This wasn't necessary. I know. On the other hand, it's always nice to keep him busy. It was a 1-point card anyway, had he put it in France. Now the big decision. Does US-Japan go to space or not? Same question about defectors. Okay, giving up Asia. And therefore a CIA is gone, keeping 5-year plan in case withdrew Asia. Defectors could go to maybe to West Germany because it forces him to respond directly to this threat, maybe denying him successful AR6 he wanted to play. Or I may just space defectors because there aren't really two convincing places to put it. None of them seems worth 1 VP now. Yeah, why not? Maybe because I failed. Now Red Scare Purge followed by a successful blockade would be very nasty for him. I got Asia scoring. So I like it very much that I have 5-year plan. I also got UN and Marshall, so I'm probably playing the China card. Therefore, I might want to take Pakistan first and check him. But now for a headline and nothing else makes sense but Cambridge 5, so... Actually, this is also the best possible hand to be card to be defected. Okay, first things first. Boo. China, but UN intervention, so I'll be able to perform my 5-year plan. Oh, no longer. I mean, I'm still able to perform this plan, but it no longer works as the Thailand or Pakistan flipper. On the other hand, I don't need UN intervening Marshall Plan. But on the other hand, UN intervention played for op would be miserable, and that's the best I could do with it. Okay, so let's secure domination here and just take battleground. Next move is distal to South America, and then I guess 3 moves. Distal can wait. I thought I would have 3 moves securing South American access after distal, but if he wants to perform Ops War, okay. His Ops War against countries controlled by me costs him the advantage given by Purge. Okay, no more 4 Ops cards. And he gave me time to distal, so... Where else to take from? Not a straightforward choice, but let it be Syria. One 5-year plan will go to France. The other one can be decided, but I guess Venezuela, because this is the country I care about the most here. Because this sub-region is accessible via oh yes, I could have gone from Romania. This sub-region is accessible via Allende, and Venezuela scores for OPEC as well. Okay, so at the end of the early war I'll have 5 victory points of advantage. An advantage in South America, about equal Africa and Central America, an advantage in Europe and Middle East, which hasn't been scored, and I'm behind in Asia, which has been scored, and in Southeast Asia, which is waiting, but not very expensive. This is quite a good outcome. And this is quite an awful hand. Oh my. I literally have no own events here. And no quite painless events I could play. Let's say on his behalf I have to play empty one small step, but I think I'll have to bird trap myself this turn. Ouch! And he got the Voice of America very, very early. Oh, this is gonna be a very, very tough turn. My first move is rather obvious. His move was rather poor. Okay, he removed me from sub-region, but... okay, maybe not. My first move is rather straightforward. It's cooing Mexico with Alliance for Progress. Successful enough. But then there start problems. With bear trap I must create as many threats as possible at once. Fuck it. And fuck it again. Phew, phew, phew. You can't respond it all at once. So if I get rid on the first attempt, I can maybe more or less mitigate whatever you try to do. Got rid of on my first attempt, and I'm not sure whether I like it or not. Asia has been scored, so Usuri River skirmish is not as painful. Ooh! Richy hand. Damn it! Of course, in the long run, Usuri is going to be painful, but I can't afford thinking of a long run. I just have to coup Columbia now and hope to roll at least a 2, preferably. Not a big pressure, okay. Preferably, of course, a 6. I rolled a 2. Was talking about at least a 2, so I technically can't complain. Whew. What a tough hand I drew. This changes nothing now, so let's grab domination from him. Whew, I rolled another 2, but this was just enough. So I'm keeping a position which can be called decent, basing on what I had and what he had, rolling 2s. Ah. But South America turned blue. Making me feeling blue as well. So, John Paul Space Race. Probably. Now I rolled a 5. What about Chain Costa Rica? 4. Yeah. Damn it. Just don't have Europe, please. Blockade, yes, I knew about blockade, but at least this can be held for a little longer. I really need to establish my position here. Uruguay. Yep. That looks pretty straightforward. And that's a very poor hand ops-wise. I think that playing the China card is a must. The main concern is that he knows about my poverty. But I can give him special relationship with no effect at all. Okay. I really needed a good roll here. Okay, Truman is painless. Argentina. I need to make him thinking I have something else to score, but first let's focus his attention here. Maybe score Central America, then play the China card to Ecuador and Peru, and attempt to save South America from domination this way. Ray! Come on! So I have to stop his domination here, okay. I mean, I have to stop him from controlling this. Oh, damn it. So bad scoring. Europe is my last chance for anything. Southeast Asia scores 5, and I feel it's pointless to fight right there. Of course, when I get rid of bot scorings, which I should ASAP, I will probably trigger decall to Algeria, Nigeria, South Africa and Thailand, hoping that he can stop me everywhere at once. Not that it matters any longer. I have to get rid of this, that's for sure. And now the question remains about plans. Oh, there's Middle East still to be scored. What the hell? How tough it became. Phew. This is temporarily saving 3 points. Important. Because he's leading in a way I don't like. Kennedy's gone, so there's still some hope for long gunman. Now it's 9, and if he breaks it's 5 more. But Unfortunately, he probably got rid of his sources of VPs so far. Of course, it may happen that Europe and Middle East don't come in turn 6, but, well... May also happen that he just grabs VPs this way. Or gets rid of one gunman. And I'm rolling low. I don't know if keep is the right word, because I don't really remember my coup attempts. Certainly not as good as his now. What's the defector status? They are here. What's the best brush war target? Taking into account other cards in my hand, I guess it's Libya. At least this should work now. Nice. This worked as expected, so now Middle East doesn't look that bad, and the scoring doesn't look that bad as well, provided I could get rid of the nastiest cards here. I think not all of them can get rid of, but provided I can fight back Africa, which looks somewhat problematic. Maybe I should have Quds a year. But I really had some hope for a high roll. Yep. Okay, so back. It's not pointless to trigger Suez Crisis for an event. So maybe it's worth just coups Saharan states with Latin American death squads and then attempt to realign him of Nigeria first and Algeria second. Algeria second because he has access there from France anyway. Fighting heavily for Middle East, so maybe he has the scoring. Okay, so Sadat can wait. It's not a big roll, I must say. And I don't have good follow-ups. I mean, Suez Crisis, yes, but what am I using for realignments then? I don't want to play kitchen debates. And Sadat, and yes, of course, I have to play either of them. But let's at least wait until his Middle East scoring. should it be this way in such a case? He can't coup and place influence at once. So if he secures Angola or Algeria or both against direct takeover, he can't secure against realignments. Unless he uses a 4 and puts one in Algeria, one in Angola and one in Saharan states. That's not a move which comes to mind, and I'm not sure if it's a good move. I'm afraid Middle East scoring wants to wait. Fort and 7. Of course he has a 4, he has the China card. He could use a 3, just take back all the battlegrounds and bet on my successless realignments. But at least it's not an easy dilemma for him. Now, excuse me for a moment. I am back. He had played the China card to Guatemala, Algeria and Angola, overprotecting Angola. I don't really like this choice. However, this Guatemala move is putting me under some pressure. The best I can say about it is that this pressure is somewhat delayed because Central America has been scored, but it's not delayed for long. The reshuffle is coming soon. Okay, no better options. At least this one. I think I'll have to suffer kitchen debates. Sadat is the card I'd like to suffer least. That was really unpleasant. Okay. This offers potentially better odds, but whatever. Odds are the same, but the maximum gain was better. Damn it. overcombinated. Central America is not as important. Colombia was a better target. South America is more important than Central America, especially that he already controls it, dominates it. Okay, Cuban Missile Crisis is the real factor. But fortunately he had this scoring, so I'm glad I didn't trigger Sadat. And now what? Okay, Quagmire looks just very, very tempting. Cancelled Norad, which he forgot, I guess. I'm not complaining about the goal, but this Middle East is somewhat hurtful. But as Middle East is gone, so maybe I'm gonna use Muslim Revolution. I want to perform a high coup against Mexico. And I'm thinking about triggering flower power for the event eventually. On the other hand, if I get his off Iran, I have better odds to win Indo-Paki. Not worth it. On the other hand, Brush War, Iran-Iraq, Arab-Israeli, Korean War. He was hoping I had Sadat. I had Sadat, and he's gonna be able to see it on video. Okay, flower power is too speculative, I guess. Now, if he escapes immediately, I'm gonna cash the scoring immediately. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna coup and try to gain domination. The scoring immediately is worth 3 at its worst by itself. Failed. Okay. So let's play Sadat. And I started rolling high. Whoa. So now it starts looking very good. Okay, let's go all in. Well, that's not all in. Okay. This against Haiti. On the other hand, I don't have to coup. One is enough to establish domination, and I probably shouldn't fight for more here. Therefore, I can try to fight for more elsewhere. I am very lucky now about his failed attempts, but he had been somewhat lucky earlier in this game, so I don't think he should complain about it. Now my next moves: colonial rear guards for space race first, Muslim Revolution in Middle East second and Indo-Pakistani War third, this assuming he repairs here, and it was a safe assumption. This goes first in case of some one small steps, successful. So I'm leading in VPs, but losing on the map in the non-scored yet regions, except Europe. I'm glad he was unable to hold it. Even if he takes Iran, I'm gonna bet on Indo-Paki. But he doesn't. And it was certainly a bad move. I know what he meant. He wanted to establish realignment position, but Central America is the least important region now, because it's generally the least important region and it has just been scored. So Colombia was certainly a better target for this coup. African countries were better targets for this coup. Even eventing this was better. Yes! A good roll, and I feel a deserved punishment for him for what he just did. Okay, whatever he had played wouldn't have saved him. I rolled a 6. But he made the wrong call. Now he made the right call. That's actually a very good hand, but if defected it stops being as good. And with Soviets shoot down call. However, the Reformer and Glasnost is great. Duck and cover and grain sales are painful, but GG, but he doesn't have long gunman, does he? Let's see what he means by this GG. Alright then. Goodbye, Africa scoring. Okay, so what do you have here? Summit, Cuban Missile, John Paul, Suez Crisis, Nuclear Test Ban, Reagan bombs Libya, and arms race. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, in the previous match I should have headlined Africa, but in that case it was just because it delayed the loss and maybe he would just exceed the time limit. This is not an issue now. On the other hand, maybe he's gonna just give up. Summit? Okay, Asia is secured, Africa is gone, Europe, South America are to be fought for immediately. Okay. Phew. I won. Okay. Serious crisis, Reagan bombs, arms race, nuke test ban. No more Reagan bombs, so Suez crisis, nuke test ban. John Paul. Cuban missile. And arms race. Increasing DEFCON doesn't hurt me really now. Yep. It can turn around in one turn. It's still not won by me. I'm waiting for him to play Suez Crisis to terrorize him. On the other hand, he doesn't have problematic cards, but he also doesn't have two useful cards, so maybe it would be wise to just space grain seed, space duck and cover, and then hold terrorism. Play it only if I'm unable to space two cards. Suez, John Paul, nuke test ban. John Paul. And Cuban missile. Okay, spacing time. One space race for all successful. He spaced as well. Succeeded. I can't space duck and cover, so it's terrorism time. And I will be the one to play the last action round. I don't think it was a rocket science what I did, especially that I saw his hand. But yeah, people used to appreciate things like this. This over-control of West Germany is somewhat over-combinated, I think. Okay, let's make a jump for the Iron Lady. And what else? One more up to play. Yeah, Lech Walesa. Actually, it's spelled Wałęsa in Polish. And means he is walking without special reason. I got Wałęsa, and among several other cards which are nasty. I don't really like this hand, but I got Salt Negotiations, so I can avoid playing one of them. So we can hold two. 1, 2, 3 candidates for North Sea Oil. Duck and Cover is an obvious space race candidate. I hope I'm not getting perched, because otherwise this hand is really crippling. On the other hand, Salt Negotiations make Duck and Cover playable. Maybe it's worth giving up 3 points like this just to make the hand freer. South America, Europe and Asia. If it goes to the final scoring, the map doesn't look very promising, but shouldn't get very much worse. And I have some margin here. 12 victory points is something. May easily be 13 after Willy Brandt, which actually looks quite a good headline from this hand. I am getting perched. Okay, I could headline Duck and Cover, or I could play Duck and Cover in headline. Sorry, in the action round 1. Maybe it's a wise choice. And then by Salt Negotiations I was thinking about terrorizing him, but now I think it would be better to take Gretzker perch and perch him for the very last turn. So goodbye 3 victory points. And what's the usage of this? A 2-ops card for a coup. Probably. Or maybe not. Do I need cooing? maybe I don't, but I feel South America needs protection. Not that it protected. European domination should be safe, even taking into account solidarity and Latin American. Okay, okay. I will give you the China card. And hold 3 cards. He's going where? Colombia. Suddenly got the right call and started going Colombia, what he should have done multiple times earlier. But he got it good enough. So I'm holding 3 cards, one of which is going to be grabbed by Salt. And this is gonna be Red Scar. Okay, so he isn't playing 8 action rounds. That's good. I don't really need Romania. He isn't playing 8 action rounds, so I can play North Sea Oil quite freely. 3 more cards to play. It's Latin American Debt Crisis, North Sea Oil and Salt Negotiations. I think in this order. Maybe not. If he has OPEC, I can't really stop him from using it anyway. No! Now a 1. Literally a 2 or more would make a difference. A huge, huge difference. Just please don't have 1 small step. It wouldn't be game changing, but it would be very annoying. If he now discards a card, I'm playing the last action round. He doesn't, so I'm breaking 2 countries and he's still dominating South America, and the poor Colombia coups were very, very important about this. But this is weird. He played Europe scoring, but he didn't fight against my domination. He should have contested Spain-Portugal, because it was simply the country worth 4 victory points, which may be crucial here. Okay, let's focus our attention on some victory points gainers. He has to coup whatever I take. Otherwise he loses victory points, and he can't afford it. But I'll take Red Scar Perch anyway, because Yeah, I could take nuclear test ban, but he would have could, and it couldn't give me anything good really. Good coup target, however. OPEC no longer gives me anything. Pershing gives me, but not enough. Brush war, not enough as well. Okay, so let's purge him and just hope that whatever I have here is enough to win in the final scoring. Because this now became certain that I'm not gonna win this game prior to the final scoring. Asia and South America are waiting. So Asia and South America need securing. Even with such an obscure way. He can't directly take Pakistan with the China card due to being purged. So I think he's gonna bet on cooing, for which I counter coup somewhere. Not really sure where. The Iron Lady is gonna give him 1 point, but maybe I'm not counter cooing. I'm not. I'm securing Asia and South America. With the Iron Lady I should take Argentina, equalizing the battlegrounds in America. Brush war for the rescue. I also sometimes hate this game. Could Argentina, but this is simply solving this problem. This is something he shouldn't have told me, because now Thailand becomes a better target for brush war, but I don't think I'll be using this knowledge. Just cash one victory point. Solidarity will repair itself. Could I? I need Milops. Brush war secures them. What about Africa? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's get rid of this to make the hand freer for the remaining action rounds. I think brush war works best against Africa. Okay, it's not any longer. Africa is lost. South America then. In South America he may break, but this doesn't really help. What's the best way of playing this final two moves? I think this may fail, so let's check it first. And it failed. So my last move has to be careful. Africa really wasn't worth it now. Okay, then let's make him hesitant to realign anything in Africa. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. And I must say he played very good as for a player below 1,600.